Please start.
Ya kundendu tushar har धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाढ्यापहा।
Who's to take it forward now? Okay. So, very good afternoon to all the students of classes 10th and 12th. A warm welcome to this online orientation for exams. I'm sure, children, you've worked hard and you're well prepared. But yes, if ever you feel that you need more guidance, please call up teachers and get your doubts cleared. This is something very important. And you have gaps in between the exams. You may come to school, get your doubts cleared, or even on Zoom meeting or through telephones, you can have your doubts cleared. But please do so. Do good written practice before you actually go to the board to write the exam. Please read the admit card very well and very thoroughly. Most of the information is written on the board, so it is important that you spend a couple of minutes reading the instructions that are written on the admit card. Also look at the date sheet and clearly mark the dates when you have the exams. There are times when children they forget that they have an exam today. And then when the teacher realizes at the board, she calls up those children, and then sometimes they're sleeping or sometimes they are awake, but they are not ready to write the exam. So please note down the dates very well, very clearly somewhere, and revisit them often. Also the timings. Everything has a time. You have to reach the center by a particular time. You have to enter the school at a particular time. You have to start writing or reading at a time. So please read all those instructions with peace and very carefully. Now, one thing, children, is very important. Don't be bothered about the social media news. There's a group of sadist people who are just into habit of circulating some false information. They excite you, and they are so authentically done that so much of hard work goes into them to make it look authentic, but they are not authentic. So don't get perturbed with any such news. If at all there is anything that CBSC has communicated or the government has communicated, please wait for information from the school. Don't rely on what you get from others. The school will give you always the updated information, and rely only on that. And yes, if at all you get some news from somewhere, don't forward it, don't spread it. Because then if it is a wrong news and you are spreading it, you are likely to be booked under the IT Act. So remember that you are not going to spread news of any kind, and you are not going to believe into news which has not come to you from school. These are two very important things. Do not use unfair means. It is very shameful for you and for the school if you are caught using the unfair means. Study well, work hard, and at any cost, don't use the unfair means. We will not stand by you. If the school calls up and says that this particular child has been caught using unfair means, I will say take action as per the CBSC, and I will not stand in supporting you or requesting for a pardon at all. So if you are using unfair means, you have to bear the brunt. Follow all COVID-related protocols. Wear the mask, keep your personal sanitizer with you, and don't wear those loose masks which keep hanging down. Wear the tight mask, which actually prevents you from catching COVID. And you may carry your own water bottles in a transparent, and carry the transparent water bottles. You're not supposed to be carrying steel bottles and rest of the things. Transparent water bottles. And you can wear your gloves if you wish to. And please do not try to use electronic gadgets which can help you cheat, like mobile phones or smartwatches or whatever. Then one thing very important is that Deepika ma'am will tell you how to write entries in the answer notebook, like your roll number, etc. Listen very carefully, because whiteners are not allowed. You cannot make mistakes. Take your time. You will be given time in advance before the paper begins to write all those entries. Utilize that time to the fullest. You will be given time to read the question paper. Utilize that time to the fullest. Don't waste any moment while you are in the examination center. And suppose at any point of time you feel that this question is wrong, please do not leave it unattempted. It is important that you, even if you're feeling the question is wrong, make an effort to solve that question. Suppose the question is wrong, actually, so you will be given marks only if you've made an attempt to made an effort to attempt the question. So if you feel the question is wrong, still make an effort to do something in that question. And one thing very important, keep sufficient time, because some traffic jam is bound to happen. So before you leave for the exam, keep into mind that you plan reaching 15 minutes at least in advance to the center. Half an hour would be a better deal. The roads will be chock-a-block. You cannot afford to be late, because the gates will be shut at the given time, and you will not be allowed to enter the school building after, even if you are late by 2 minutes. So keep half an hour margin with you, reach before time. Your teachers will be there. You can talk to them. You can have your doubts cleared if at all you have, but do reach the examination center half an hour before. And the schools are very strict in allowing you to enter late. So it is up to you that you reach on time and eat something before you actually leave home for the exam. Have your milk or juice, eat a paranthi or a sandwich or upma poha, whatever. But don't go eggs, whatever, but don't go empty stomach. And parents, please ensure that children are in neat uniform. The girls should have their hair tied. I mean, your ears should be clearly visible, that there is no device fitted in your ears which helps you cheating. So your hair should be tied at the back neatly, and you are in school uniform. If at all you are wearing the winter shirt, please fold it so that it's clearly visible that you are not connecting any device with your ears or any part of the body. So with this, I wish each one of you the very best. And I'm sure the preparation is in full swing, but do take help whenever you feel like. Call up your teachers and get your doubts sorted. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before I start with the guidelines, let me share my screen. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to give you some guidelines related to the CBSC exams, which are going to start from day after. So please pay attention and see what are the guidelines. First of all, you all know that the exam center is Kendriya Vidyalaya, which is in Sadik Nagar. You should reach on time to the center. So plan accordingly and reach on time. You all must carry the admit card every day, because when you will be having admit card, you will be allowed to admit to the center. You should, rather I would say you must wear school uniform, and the masks are compulsory. Every student has to reach by 9:30 a.m. because no entry would be allowed after 10 a.m. So please be on time to the center. And at the exam center, there will be a subject teacher to whom you can ask your queries. She or he will solve your queries. And also one teacher will be there at the center for the entire exam and throughout all the exams. Now, there are some items, some articles are permitted from the CBSE and some are not permitted. So if you are found with those items which are not permitted, you can be stopped and you can be told to keep it there at the center, right? So please don't carry all these items which are not allowed, because the candidates will be subjected to extensive and compulsory physical checking before they enter the examination center. So the items which are permitted are admit card, stationery item, but all those stationery should be in the transparent pouch. So you can carry pencil, blue, royal blue, pen, ink pen, ballpoint pen or gel pen. You can carry scale, eraser, analog watch, no smart watches are allowed. And also the transparent water bottle, not the steel one, as ma'am also said, and the hand sanitizer up to 50 ml, right? Other than these items which are barred, which are not allowed, like calculator, pen drives, any electronic gadget, mobile phone, camera, smartwatch, any kind of wallet, pouches which are not transparent, and any item which can be considered as unfair means. So please be careful and carry only those items which are allowed. Now, there are some COVID protocols you all must remember all the time for all the exams. First of all, you will always cover your nose and mouth with mask all the time, right? You need to follow social distancing norms. You will be carrying your own water bottle to drink. You will not be exchanging any stationery items, and you need to follow the instructions which are given by the school or the center people, right? And also for this COVID protocol rules, you will never shake hands or hug at any cost while greeting. And we request parents also to guide the students about all these points every day when they are going for the exam. Now, there are some guidelines which are from CBSC which needs to be followed, and also with these guidelines, you will be able to understand what is to be filled, what is to be done at the center. So first of all, the seating plan and the directions would be given. It would be displayed at the exam center. You need to tally your roll number with the seating plan and accordingly enter to the rooms. There also the roll numbers would be written, so you need to sit accordingly. You will not leave the room without the permission of the invigilator, right? Even if you want to go to the washroom, you'll ask the invigilator and then accordingly they will take you. Answer books and question papers which will be given to you, they have to be checked whether they are defective. If there is a case, you will ask your invigilator about this and they will give you the another sheet. And you should also see that whenever you will get the answer sheet, the number of pages are written there in the instruction page. So you'll see whether those number of pages are there or not. And the question paper also, you need to see whether all the pages are there. When the entry is not allowed after 10 a.m. So when you enter and when you reach to the room, you will be given an answer sheet to fill the details. You need to be carefully filling the details. There will be no whitener used, no cuttings are allowed. So fill it carefully. And for that, you are given sufficient time. After that, you will be given a question paper for which there's a reading time of 15 minutes. And that time should be utilized only for the reading. You can utilize this time to read the question paper and plan accordingly. The answers would be written on both sides of the answer sheet, and you will not, none of the pages should be torn from the answer sheet. And when the exam gets over after 2 hours or the 40 minutes more for some children, you will be handing over the answer sheet to the invigilator. And please remember, you will not write your roll number or any detail anywhere else on the answer sheet except the first page where you need to write all the details. And map, graph paper, everything would be given with the answer sheet. No extra, graph would be given. So it is all there in your answer sheet. Okay, in case if you require the supplementary sheet, once you finish the main answer sheet, please finish the answer sheet and then only ask for the supplementary sheet. You can ask your invigilator, they'll give you. And no candidate would be allowed to leave the examination center before the exam is over. Fine. And please remember, once again, you will not write any identity mark or your roll number, your name anywhere on the answer sheet. So I'm going to tell you, this is the sample of the answer sheet and what is to be filled on the answer sheet, because it is very, very important, children. You need to carefully read the heading and then fill the data which is to be filled. Fine. So you can see this is class 10 answer sheet, where you have left hand side, some columns are there which needs to be filled. We have OMR where all these circles are to be darkened. And then again at the bottom of this part of the answer sheet, we need to write our roll number. So this is the class 10th answer sheet and this is for the class 12. When you turn the first page, the details page, you will see some instructions are given at the left hand side of this answer sheet, which you will read carefully. You will see how many pages are given for the answer sheet and you will check after opening, you can check the number of pages. Okay. So what are the details? Number one, at the left hand side of the OMR sheet, you have subject. The subject like English, then you have subject code. Subject code will also be written on the admit card. You will be writing day and date of the examination. So day, comma, date of the examination. Medium of answering the paper would be English. Code number as written on the top of the question paper or set number. As you can see, we have two, when you see here, we have code number and we have set number. So code number will be given at the top of the question paper, and also there are sets. So you need to fill these two columns accordingly. You will be writing the code number and the set number both. Number of supplementary answer books. If you are not using any supplementary answer book, you will be putting dash or you will be writing the number of supplementary answer sheets you have taken. On right hand side of the OMR sheet, now since you need to, you need to write the candidate name or your name. So each letter should be filled in one box. There are boxes you can see here. So you need to fill each and every box with one letter. There should be space in between your first name, middle name, and last name. And these boxes are 24. So if your name is having more than 24 characters, so you will only be writing these number of characters. Okay, so in case candidate's name exceed 24 characters, candidate be asked to write first 24 characters. Then you need to darken your candidate name, roll number, subject code, and center number. All this information is given on the admit card. So you can see there, you can fill it there, darken it. Please see before darkening it so that you don't have to cross or you have to whiten. Whiteners are not allowed. You have enough time, 15 minutes to fill it accordingly. And then you have roll number, which is in words. So it is written there, dash crows, dash lads. So you can fill it accordingly. Subject will also be written again. School number, which is given in the admit card. Father's or guardian's name, and then signature. Once all this information is filled correctly, then the examiner will be signing on your answer sheet. So be careful while filling the details on the answer sheet. You have admit card, every detail is given there. You can see from the admit card and fill it accordingly. Now the bell timings, I mean, you have to, since we have told you that you need to reach by 10 a.m. to the center. So the last entry in the examination center would be 10 a.m. when the distribution of answer books will start. The question paper will be given at 10:15. These 15 minutes will be utilized for the filling of the answer sheet. The exam will begin at 10:30. From 10:15 to 10:30, you have the reading time where you will read the question paper. And please remember, you will not be writing anything on the question paper, nothing, not even with the pencil. Fine. So you'll not be writing anything on the question paper. After 1 hour at 11:30, there will be a bell. Then again, after 1.5 hours, which is 12 p.m., there is another bell. And the exam gets over at 12:30. So before 10 minutes, it means at 12:20, there would be a bell to tell students that 10 minutes are left. And then at 12:30, you will be giving your answer sheet to the invigilator, right? So you need to follow, you need to write accordingly. I mean, remembering the time, that's 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and 2 hours. We are just again iterating these points because they are very, very important. You need to be calm and please don't get panic in any case. I mean, you have invigilators there, teachers are there, so you can ask your query from the invigilator politely. We have to follow the COVID protocols all the time and carry the admit card and all the items which are permitted. Please maintain the discipline all the time at the exam center and don't use any unfair means. At the end, we wish you all the best for all your examination from all of us.